Have you ever wondered why our immigration system feels like a machine that's permanently jammed, trapping millions of people in the shadows? For my family and I, this isn't just some fancy random school project, it's our story. Long before we left Cuba to chase the American dream, my family knew what it meant to run out of options against a brick wall of rigid, insane rules. Right now, U.S. immigration debates are stuck staring at one single problem, treating undocumented folks like a permanent roadblock, what researchers call the illegality trap. But let's be real, life isn't black and white. People aren't just walking categories, their status shifts, and our laws desperately need to grow up and protect human rights. To figure out why fixing immigration always feels like pulling teeth, we've got to look at the barbed wire built right into our legal system. Political scientists Michael Jones Carrera and De Grau point out that our current setup is buried under, start quote, an overwhelming emphasis on enforcement, legislative gridlock, and the failure of comprehensive immigration reform, constitutional conflict, and the puzzling absence of federal policies addressing immigration integration, end quote. Growing up, hearing stories of my family's terrifying journey from Cuba, including my cousin stuffed into a suitcase, it honestly breaks my heart to see this obsession with punishment trapping hardworking people into a nightmare. As they put it so clearly in Dangerousness and the Undocumented, start quote, fundamentally upholding the federal criminal prohibition on possession by unlawfully present non-citizens trades on that same logic, justifying the group-based exclusion with a collective attribution of dangerousness, end quote. It's just devastating. Besides, pretending that someone's legal status is a permanent, fixed label completely ignores everyday reality. Jones Carrera and De Grau explain that legal status is really, start quote, a contingent rather than categorical status, end quote, meaning millions live in mixed status families, working hard, paying taxes, and putting down deep roots right next to us in our own neighborhoods. As pointed out in the illegality trap, start quote, illegality would subsequently and more appropriately define the behavior of a person, not the person in his or her entirety, end quote. Makes total sense, right? Like I laid out in my research, stepping away from this harsh, punishing model isn't just about changing laws, it's about honoring the actual heartbeat and fabric of our own communities. So why is everything so harsh to begin with? Honestly, a lot of it comes down to a wall of fear and psychology in individuals themselves. In a study published in PLOS ONE, researchers David M. and Paul S. explored why people dehumanize immigrants. As they break down in Why We Dehumanize Illegal Immigrants, start quote, both perspectives are equivalent in traditional conceptualizations of dehumanization, though they are clearly associated with different social and psychological dynamics, end quote. When public conversations are built on, start quote, denying their fundamental experiences of suffering under strict policies, end quote, and treating outsiders like they're less human, fixing anything becomes impossible. We just have to be better than reducing real human lives to political punching bags. To finally break out of this endless stalemate, U.S. policy needs to tear down the illegality trap, open the door to fair pathways and common sense, and stop letting toxic talk run the show so we can safely welcome the people who keep our communities alive. The American dream has always been an open door, not a blocked wall, gate, or locked entryway. Thank you.